guiding my life. I told you learned a long time ago that when I got saved, I knew I had messed my life up. I knew my life was a wreck. I knew that he certainly had to do a better job with it than I could do. So I just soon let him start leading and guiding. I want the Lord to guide my life. Do I like the way he always guides it? No. No. Do I like the time frames that he uses? No. I can honestly say, no, I don't. But do I fight that time frame? And do I fight that guiding? No. I don't do that either. Because I know his Spirit is there. I've learned, relax in what you're going through. Now, I don't let the devil come in and run roughshod. That's a whole different message. That's a whole different thing. But as far as God leading my life and guiding me around, that I let him do. It says, "And thy right hand shall hold me." The right hand always signifies the hand of power. And the right hand shall hold me. That's to grasp or to seize or to take possession of me. His power has taken possession of me. Does his power have possession of you? In your high place, in your low place, in your place where I've gone here and there, I've gone to the left, I've gone to the right, I've run as far as I can run. His hand takes hold of you. His right hand, the power of God himself, takes grasp of your life, seizes you, and takes possession of you. Isn't that nice to know? We think, Lord, I just want you to know me. Okay, here we go. Here goes the know me part. It's more fun if he just searches you. Because then he just gets to look around. He just has to look around through stuff. And, you know, we want people to search us. Look through our lives. Yeah, just don't touch nothing. You know, you want to go through somebody's house. Just fine. Look all you want. Just don't touch nothing. You know, you go through a china shop. Look at everything. Just don't touch. You know, stuff's expensive. This is my life. It's expensive. Look, but don't touch. But the know me part gets into the taking possession of my life. Grasping. Guiding. Well, where do I fit into here? I get to go. I get to have the life that he wants me to have. Let me ask you a question. What life do you want? The life that you want to have or the life that he wants you to have? Which life do you want? Honestly. That's an easy answer. The life that I want to have, I want that to be the life that he wants me to have. That's the answer to that question. But it doesn't answer that way. It becomes one or the other. The life that you want to have eventually will become the life that he wants you to have. The two will become one at some point. But what does he have to do? We have to go through some high places. We have to go through some low places. We have to go through some eastern places. We have to go through some western places. We have to go far this way and that way. What did he do with Israel? He took them the long way around. That perhaps when they saw war, they might go back. He didn't want them to go back. So what's he do with you? He takes you the long way around. Look back 10, 15, 20 years. Is your life where you thought it was going to be 15 years ago? 20 years ago? He's looking at you, so I'm looking at you too. I was just waiting for him to look back, and he wouldn't look back, so... Just watching the dynamic. He was looking at you, you were looking at me, and you weren't going to look at him, so I said, let's break this little cycle here. See, is our life where we thought it would be? No. Is our life where God thought it would be? Yes. Why? He's leading my life. He's taken possession and guiding my life around with his power. Because he knows what's in me. He searched me. And now he's knowing me. So let's go on. I got a few scriptures to go. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, what is darkness? Darkness are hard or trying times. And we get in trying times and hard times, and we say, surely the darkness shall cover me. Covering being it's going to bruise or seize me or crush me. See, it's not just cover over me. When darkness comes, what does the devil tell you?
God left you.
God left you. And he says, I'm going to crush you. All that is the prerequisite to I'm going to crush you. I'm going to bruise your life. I'm going to seize your life. If you've never been through a hard time where the devil has moved in and said, this is what I'm going to do, give it some time. There will be a time that the darkness will come in. I shall say, surely the darkness shall cover me. Hard times will come in and crush me. And it says that the night shall be light about me. Even the night shall be light about me. When darkness is the only thing that I can see. That's what that's saying. There will be a time where darkness is all I can see. Where does it start? Where can I go from your spirit? Even when night is all you can see, His Spirit is still there. The power of God is still there. Why is this not an uplifting message? It is. Actually, it is. If you stop and look at it, because we all go through tough times. We all go through difficult times. We'll all go through a hard time, and the thought will come, this is going to crush me. The darkness has now covered me, and all I can see is darkness. The only vision I have is darkness. The only thing that I see around me is the trial that I'm in, is the battle that I'm in, is the darkness that's crushing in on me. If I so say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee. But the night shines as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee. Even when the darkness comes crushing in, covers you, crushes you, bruises you, and all you see is darkness, it means nothing to Him. The darkness is only darkness to us. It's not darkness to Him. Isn't that what it says? Yea, the darkness hides not from thee. The darkness does not hide from God. It doesn't hide me from God. When the devil moves in and comes in and rushes into your life, what is that saying? It doesn't slow God down in the least. It doesn't even bother Him. He sees darkness just like He sees daylight. Darkness and daylight are the same thing. Nothing is hidden. We want God to know us. We'll take something and put it in the dark recesses of our life. But darkness is nothing to Him. That piece that we want to keep, we'll tuck it back in darkness. But guess what? Darkness and daylight are the same thing. You hide it, you put it out in the open for Him to see. He still sees it the same way. We just think we're hiding something. God, I want you to know me. What is it saying? He knows me. Darkness and daylight, same thing. Well, let's see. The night shineth, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. Has anyone ever been in darkness here? Have you ever gone through a rough time? I want to get into your understanding this morning that a hard time and a good time doesn't affect the Spirit of God. It only affects the way we look at our situation. It only affects the way we go through life. It affects our emotion because the devil then can jump in. But for God, no problems. He knows the outcome. He knows where He's taking us. See, that's why we started, or said a little bit ago, He leads me. And with His hand, He holds me. He's guiding me. I remember being a little kid and having to, real little. I probably, I have to think way back, 3, 4. And my brothers and I, we used to, I'd sleep in the bedroom with my brothers. We had different 2 beds in each bedroom. And in one bedroom, I remember waking up in the middle of the night, and this is my funny story. I had to go to the bathroom. and being real young, had to go to the bathroom, and had to go to the bathroom right now. But it was dark, and in the room I was in, there was a wall, there was a closet, and then to turn a corner, and you had to walk a couple of steps. No, this doesn't have a bad ending, Rosie. You had to walk a couple of steps to the door. And I walked to the closet, and I could not, it was pitch black, and I couldn't find the door. You know, I found the wall, but I could not find the door. And at that point, I mean, I'm just bawling because I had to go to the bathroom. And I didn't want to go to the bathroom on the carpet, you know, and I knew that was not the good thing to do. So I'm crying and crying and crying and crying, trying to get somebody's attention. Help me get to the bathroom. I can't get out of the room. And I'm stuck, and I'm stuck, and I'm stuck, and I'm stuck, and I'm banging on the door, trying to get the door open, trying to get into the hallway so I could get across to the bathroom. Nothing was happening. I was crying and banging. Finally, the door opens, and one of my parents comes in, and I felt a hand on my head and led me right out of the room. What's wrong? I have to go to the bathroom. Led me right out of the room, across the hall, into the bathroom. The same thing with God. We get in hard, dark times, and we beat on the wall, and we cry, and we cry, and we cry, but God's hand has never, never been lifted from us. His hand is there, guiding us through the darkness, guiding us through the spot that seems impossible for us to get through, guiding us through the place that I don't know if I'm going to survive this place. God, I don't know if spiritually I'm going to survive this, physically if I'm going to survive this, emotionally if I'm going to survive this. His hand has never been taken from us. Where can you go from His Spirit? Where do you go that His hand's not on you? We go through hard times, and the hard times seem like they're crushing or bruising or seized us that I can't get past this spot. But the devil doesn't have, he can grab, but he can't stop. God's hand leads. The devil's hand bruises. The devil's hand tries to crush, but he doesn't have the final say. The Spirit of the Lord has the final say. He's the one that leads. Let's go on. Night means nothing to him. Verse 13. Here's where we get into the know me part. For thou hast possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. Thou hast possessed my reins. That's possessed here actually means to erect, or he's erected or he's fashioned. And the reins being the foundation of my being. What does yours say?
For you did form my inward parts.
Yep. Same thing. You have fashioned the foundation of me. We think God doesn't know this part of me. Lord, I want you to know me, but if He really knows me, what's He going to think? If somebody opened up your head and crawled in and went stomping around in your head, what would they think? And they could hear every thought and feel every emotion. What would they think of you? Think about it. Me, they probably think I was nuts. Because you can ask my wife, pretty much whatever goes through my brain comes out my mouth. You know, pretty much whatever I feel like doing at the moment, guess what? That's what I do. You know, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing. You know, it's fun when you're in a dignified situation. And what did we do that time? We were in a church service. We were at a wedding, and a family wedding, and Catholic wedding, and it was high mass wedding.
Everybody went to communion.
And everybody's going to communion, and we're sitting there in this big Catholic church, and my relatives, my cousins and aunts and uncles, and they're sitting in front of us, 2 or 3 rows in front of us, and they're not Catholic either. But all the Catholics had gotten up and were going to communion.